One of the biggest challenges that I'm facing, which I've already spoken to you about, and I know this might sound like a repeat, but it's, I don't know, is it because of my age or moving into my 40s or what it is? But it's the value of time, it's the importance of energy and prioritization, To give you an example, I've started to play these games. If you see my update, I was asking about some games to buy, PC games. I even made a full list of all the games that I wish to buy, 100 of them, and I've decided rating on Metacritic scores, user scores, which genre. So I'll choose one game at a time. I'll not buy all 100 because they'll just lie down there. I'll not be doing anything. So I'm going to buy one game, say one game per month. Okay. Now, shoot 'em up games where you just take a gun and shoot. It's called FPS, first person shooter. It's very easy. Just put on the game and start shooting everyone, and it's fun. For those of people who like killing zombies or aliens or like Doom and Resident Evil. It's called FPS, first person shooter. But then there are games like strategy. Strategy is where you plan out things. Now, there's real-time strategy. I just found out these terms, real-time and turn-based. Turn-based is you take one turn, the other person takes another turn, like chess. You have one turn, the other person has another turn. But obviously in online games, it's not just I take one turn, you take one turn. It's like you have to gather the resources. You have to, like gather resources, like you're farming something. You're growing the crops. You have the food, the gold, everything to build the army. Whether it's a modern army, you have to, source iron ore, gold, whatever. Okay, let's not get into the technical side. So you build an army and then you attack. So whoever builds first, and does it smart, wins. So these strategy games, the problem with this is it takes a long time. I just spoke to one guy yesterday. He's based in the West. The guy dropped out of college, because he was addicted to playing Civilizations. Civilizations is one of the most addictive strategy games in the world. Okay? In the world, it's so addictive that this guy actually dropped out of college because he wanted to play the game. He wanted to make sure that he won the game. And fortunately for him, he realized his mistake. He got back into completing his college, and I think he did something else. And today he is a successful, entrepreneur, whatever. But he told me how addictive it is, and he was playing 10 to 12 hours a day. So I was like, fucking hell. And then I reflected on myself. I used to also play the same games like Age of Empires in my days. Age of Empires, Command and Conquer, Red Alert, Tiberian Sun. These games, if you're a gamer, you'll know this. Stronghold. These are the really amazing games. And they really take your time. I'll tell you, really take your time. There's so many things like farming, gathering weapons, keeping your town happy, politics, religion. I know it might sound silly, but all these factors come into gaming. Okay? And if you are one of those shoot 'em up games like FPS, I say first person shooter, you have a gun, you have to jump and you have to shoot, and the fun of watching someone explode and blow, it's kind of nice. Makes you relax. It gives you a high and whatever. So this thought came about games being violent. That's another topic. Okay. So now what has happened is when I play these strategy games, it takes my time. Obviously, I cannot play 10 to 12 hours like before. Okay. I just cannot. I hardly play for half an hour a day. Sometimes even 5 minutes, 10 minutes and get out. I cannot play. I just cannot. And I don't know how I used to do that before. I remember there used to be like 1 to 2 days full that I would play this game. Even now, before buying this PC, I was playing this online game, Dominations, where in a week, 2 days I would dedicate only to playing the game because I had 3 separate accounts. So these games are addictive. Now, the problem is, as you grow older, you don't have the time. You really don't have the time. And it's not that you don't have. Yes, everyone has 24 hours. Even I have 24 hours. But then the question of priorities comes into play. Like, do I focus on a client says I have money? Do I focus on the client? Or do I say, no, I'm busy, I'll talk to you later? And if I say I'm busy, talk to you later, maybe the client will go get someone else because, I'm doing a service-based work. And people, when they have the money, if I don't take it, either he'll go to someone else or he'll find another temptation. Most of the time, it's not just him. It's some other temptation comes up. Special offer, sale. Everyone's, focused on trying to get the money from your wallet. So in an attention span economy where every day there is somebody telling you something amazing, which is too good to be true. Like right now on Facebook, I'm getting these ads. This guy making the claim, I worked for Facebook for so many years and I found out the Facebook algorithm, join my course, all that bullshit. Okay. This is so common. Everyone does it. He also wants your money. Okay. So, do I say yes to the client? Or do I say no and lose it? Obviously, I need the money. I have myself to feed. I have my wife to feed. I have my baby to feed. My future to take care of. So, obviously, I'll say the game, you wait. We finish with the client. Okay. Now, when I do that, obviously, I don't have time to play the game. So, after I finish with the client, I can go back to the game. But by the time maybe I'm exhausted. Maybe there is a new news feed. Maybe there's a new YouTube video. Maybe I'm hungry. Maybe I need to take my wife out for shopping. Something or another comes up. So then, once again, I don't have the time. Or rather, I have the time, but I got to allocate it to someone else. It's not that, I don't know why I keep saying I don't have the time. I have the time, but I choose to allocate it to someone else. So, before you know it, the whole day is gone. And another challenge is, if I do focus on the game, I'm using my mental resources and my energy on playing the game. Obviously, I can either play the game or do my work. Or I can do any task that is not so important. Play the game and just do a little bit of research, listen to YouTube videos. Okay. But then, my energy doesn't stay the same. As you grow older, your energy levels decline faster. It's like an old iPhone. The battery doesn't hold up so strong, fresh for the whole day. When you buy a new iPhone, the battery, one single charge would last a whole day. But as the iPhone grows old, one single charge would last half a day. It's the same thing with me. My batteries become old. And so you need to conserve energy levels. And then on top of that, the third one is you need to even allocate time to other things. Like when you're young, you don't bother about exercise. Exercise is more like fun to show off with the girls, show your muscles, flex them. But now as you grow older, you need to spend time to maintain yourself. Like every day I go for my run. That takes 1 hour. I do these videos when walking, which is exercise and doing my work. Then after that, I have to take a proper shower. Have to eat a proper meal. Roughly 4 to 6 hours go for all this. So by the time I finish this, 1/3, not 1/3, but 1/4 of my day is over. So if you take 8 hours to sleep, that's 1/3. Then I have 16 hours. Another 8 hours to do exercise and all this stuff. go shopping and all that. So I'm left with 8 hours to do my work. So in those 8 hours, how much do I allocate to play games? How much do I allocate to marketing my brand? How much do I allocate to do what? So one is time, the second one is energy. And I need to really prioritize these because others get fucked. And when you're not an employee who gets a guaranteed salary, when as you grow older, you always have this thing that make money when the sun shines, Like there is just this season, one season in your life where you can really make money. And as you grow older, eventually you lose your capacity to make money. So, on a long-term view, that is there in my head. Short-term view is my energy levels are not the same. Then the third one is the insecurity of not knowing whether you will get the client or not. So all these things, when you think about now, your brain works differently, man. Seriously, it works differently. It's so incredible that how important time is, how important your energy levels are, and then all the other things that come, health and prioritization, and it's fucking crazy, man. I tell you. Sometimes I focus so much on the day, I need to sometimes switch off. Just put some music or some calming music and not listen to any noise. So that's why I tell people it's, the choices you make in terms of marriage, the friends that you keep, all that matter. Why do you think I don't have time to meet friends, go out and all that? I just don't, man. My time is so fucking important. And that is why, the people at the top, the CEOs and directors and successful guys, they are so fucking busy. That is why they keep drivers. That is why they keep, somebody to do their email, somebody to do, clean their house, someone to do their laundry, someone to do this, that. Because you're so fucking busy, you don't have time. Yes, if you're like Bill Gates and you have 98 billion in the bank or whatever billion, yeah, you can do the dishes. But otherwise, just so fucking busy, man. So that is why, it's very important to have someone do your work on small tasks so you focus on the big ones. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you, how important time is, how important your energy levels are, how important your health is, especially as you get older. If you don't keep yourself healthy, your capacity to deliver the best results declines. So for that, you need to allocate time. And when you have important tasks, you need to be at your peak state, peak energy. Otherwise, it's a decline. And I'll tell you this, today, especially after my bariatric surgery, my energy levels, my sugar drops down sometimes really fast, really bad. And, when it drops down, you just shiver, you shake, you're sweating, you can't do anything. So it makes you realize you're human, makes you realize I need to take care of my health, Sometimes when I'm speaking to a client, all of a sudden my sugar just drops. I'm like literally shivering, even though the client cannot make out. I know inside what's happening. So it makes you appreciate health. And then after that, I just stop everything. I have some sugar, relax for the next 1 hour until my sugar level goes up. And then I just feel like as if I just woke up, So now see, after I finish all this, I'll be doing stretching. After stretching, have a bit of my coffee, check my news feed, check everything, finish off my online game. I have to finish my turn because, we are running a time-bound war, whatever. Then get back to work. And before I know it, I have to take my wife and baby to the market. That takes 1 hour. By the time I come back, have food and then settle down, lose easily 3 hours. And before you know it, the day is ended. and then I have to sleep and repeat all over again. So I have to plan out my day, know what the fuck I'm doing, and make sure my time, my energy is used properly. So if there's anything I can tell you out of this video is make it a habit to utilize your time, your energy properly, and make sure that your health is taken care of, your weight, whatever, before it starts to decline. Because once it starts to decline, to get it back up, it's going to be a nightmare. Anyway guys, I hope this video added some value. Put your thoughts and comments down below. This is me signing off for now. Take care.